Hey, Paulie, can I get your thoughts real quick on that WBC franchise situation, that franchise tag?
You know, I think it's just made to make everybody happy, I guess. I don't know, you know, it's just, in my opinion, I think when they make a franchise champion, it's just that way you never have to see those two guys fight. Like if Charlo's the mandatory for the BC champion, which was Golovkin at the time, now it would have been Canelo. You make one a franchise champion, make one a world champion, now they never have to fight. You know, I don't know why they would. It used to be that these things were the organizations were there to enforce these kind of fights. You know, it's just frustrating that you do that because now somebody like Lomanchenko was supposed to fight Haney, now they'll never fight. You know, because now you have one as a world champion and one as a franchise champion. So I don't know. I thought the point of this was to make the fights, not to not make the fights. You know?
I mean, do you put like any? Do you put any of it on Loma? Like, should he turn down if that's what they're offering to him? Should he turn around?
Of course not. You don't, because you don't disrupt your networking reputation with you know, it's still a business, so you have to network. So you can't do that, you know.
Right.
So you know, you can, but I do think that I think the sanctioning bodies also value their relationships with power promoters and power fighters, you know, so they're trying to make everybody happy, and this is kind of their way to make everybody happy.
And as far as like, do you even know what the deal is with that? Like if like, how does it work out if Loma fights Haney or if Loma fights the winner?
No, they'll never fight. No, that's the whole point. Like, now you never have to enforce them fighting. That was the point of it. The point of the mandatory was that they would be forced to fight the mandatory. Now, this way you never have to enforce it because now one's somehow a world champion, but the other one is somehow bigger than a world champion. He's a franchise champion, which I don't know what that means. But but the BA does the same thing. You know, it's whatever. I don't even know what we talk about it. I mean, it's like either you just don't watch the sport anymore or you just accept it. You know, because you're not going to change it. That's for sure. A lot more that has to be changed than that too. You know, besides that, you got guys dying and shit. Nobody talks about shit.
Speaking of that, man, the Patrick Day situation. I mean, that was a tragedy.
Yeah.
Did you know Patrick?
Yeah, I knew Patrick. Yeah, he was from New York. Sparring, man.
But all accounts, I mean, he was an awesome kid and an awesome guy.
Yeah, he was.
Paulie, you think there's more demanding to get a unity for boxing, for like say promoters and all them to cover the fighters' medical coverage? In this case, like Patrick Day, 4 days fighting for his life.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that has to be looked at. I think you know, the medical coverage has to be enough to you know, secure your hospital stay, but at the same time, it also you have to do things to prevent these things from happening too. You know, and I think it's all bullshit with talking about the glove sizes, the rounds, talking about medicals. We do all the medicals already. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Stop the steroids and everything else will dwindle. Stop the steroids and everything else will dwindle. Just like baseball did. Everything else will. It's a trickle down effect right from there. And I'm not blaming Charles Conwell for anything. Don't misinterpret that. Stop the steroids and it'll across the board everything will diminish because fighters will be less energetic, be able to fight less often, be able to train less hard, and have to retire at a younger age.
What about same day weigh-ins? Do you think anything like that?
No, I don't think anything. Fucking Patrick Day was a nutritionist, okay? He had a bachelor's degree in nutrition. We gotta stop with the bullshit. All these assholes want to pat themselves on the back because they gave their tip on how to save boxing. Shut the fuck up, man. They don't know shit, okay? Enough with the bullshit about the weigh-ins and shit. Matter of fact, all this bullshit 10-pound rehydration clause. Richard Colon, Patrick Day, and Maxim Dadashev all were part of that 10-pound rehydration clause. What the fuck did that do? That didn't do shit. It actually hurts guys because rehydrating is actually safer.
And they were all 10-round fights. So.
I gotta get in the car.